Hey everybody, let's keep fucking doing this while I'm on a roll. So, Chronicles of fucking Teir, CJ's game. So, we start out in the elf village, and there's some shenanigans. Apparently, someone has been sending Johns up to Abby's character's room and saying she's in the customer service industry. And apparently that person is a big half-orc. Me. Now, the problem with this is I'm sincerely trying to play a good character in this game. And Tango is not making that easy. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Because this makes me fight to stay good. Because, like, if I was evil, hell, if I was neutral, I would be like, okay, shit's on. But no, I'm good. So I didn't do it. And, that was the end of it. Abby went, questioned Tango, and intimidated him. Even though he successfully lied to her, but she was like, she basically intimidated everybody, I guess, in the fucking place. She was like, don't fuck with me, I will burn you to the goddamn ground. So, after those shenanigans, we decide to go investigate the ruins near, not the ruins, actually, but the hedge mage. Because we kind of plotted it out, we can swing down to the hedge mage and then hit other things going back up. So, we decided to go down to the hedge mage. And it's weird. Rob and Abby try to detect magic, and it's everywhere. Every type of magic that there is, it's in this hedge mage. So, Rob flies up because he's like a half angel thing, and he kind of scans it, and it's not a complex maze. We should be easily able to figure shit out, but there's a lot of fog and shit. So CJ planned ahead for Rob. He's like, yeah, you're not gonna fly up, dumb. So we decide to go in, and we find a lot of statues. A lot of statues that are very, very lifelike. And at first I was like, goddamn fucking Medusas. I was like, god damn it. What is it? What is it with me and Medusas? Why do they keep coming? It wasn't Medusa. Spoiler alert. It's something else. Something more cool. So we're looking at these statues, and we're looking down the rows trying to figure out where we should go, and we spot a gnome, and he sees us, and he screeches, and he turns invisible. So, well, Rob fires off a shot at the gnome, so, but he still turns invisible. And he's like, you won't hurt my master. And then he runs off. It's like, master? So we're going around, and we start hearing a thud, 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 thud. It's like, what the fuck is that? So we go around this one corner, and there's a minotaur with a big fuck-off hammer. And, he's walking, and then he sees us, and he's like, blarg. So we're like, fuck you, and we charge in, and he beats the fucking shit out of me. It's... to be fair, I beat the shit out of him, but, I tried to trip him, and this was, not a normal Minotaur. Halfway through battle, and CJ was like, you know what? I'm going to reduce his HP a little bit, because he will probably kill you all. So, he he wasn't a normal minotaur, so I couldn't trip him. And then he grappled me because Abby did her weapon thingy and managed to get his weapon hot, and it got loose. And I managed to grab it, and then I ran back to Rob to get healed a bit, and then I threw the fucking hammer somewhere else so you couldn't fucking get it. And, he tried to grapple me, and then I reversed the grapple, and then he broke it, and then he punched me, and I was like, I'm fucking done with this shit. So I hit him twice with my fucking vicious ability, and he went down. And then the gnome started fucking... The gnome was all sad. The gnome appeared too, because he started fucking firing magical missiles at us, and that hit me. I forgot. Maybe I shouldn't be so mean to Lundy, because I forgot what it's like to be a meat shield. Because I haven't played a meat shield in a long fucking time, and I forgot what it's like. Oh, I'm always about to die. I forgot this. So maybe I should be a little less harsh to Lundy. Nah. So we get the Minotaur down. The gnome starts crying because, the Minotaur was its master. I like that as a neat twist, because when I heard master, I was pretty sure it's going to be like, oh, there's a wizard. There's a wizard or something. Oh yeah, another thing that fucking hurt. Rob, because the gnome turned invisible again, but now, since Rob knew basically where it was, he could use his negative energy burst against it. And that fucked him up too. Tango's character's not really built for combat, but now he kinda is, because he took the hammer, because he fucking went back while we were looking at this mausoleum that was in the hedge maze, and he turned the gnome to fucking... Because, that was the thing, though. Dixie did get the fucking big shot against the gnome. That was how we were able to track him, because Dixie got a crit on the gnome, and CJ uses, this variant critical success deck. So if you succeed on a critical, you get, like what happened with Dixie is, I think he pierced, his rib... I mean, not his ribs, his lungs or something, or he clipped one of his, arteries, and, the gnome was getting, 2 bleed damage each round, so he's just, bleeding fucking profusely and shit. So, Dixie turns him to fucking stone, and he's like, I got me a statue. So we go into the crypt. Well, Rob's got his skeleton. He sends his skeleton in, and then we go in. And then there's a mummy! And it's fuck. And it's so weird. The mummy did less damage to me than the stupid fucking skeleton. But that's... but the fucking stupid goddamn fucking Minotaur. But that's because, I didn't close into it until very last. And Abby got a fucking hell of a fucking hit off on it with her fire shit. Because, mummies are weak against fire. That's, because mummies have, damage reduction, normally. So, we pound the mummy. Rob collects the ashes. There's a lot of goodies in the mausoleum. We take those. And Rob's skeleton gets obliterated, so he raises one of the other skeletons that's already in the mausoleum. We go out, we find, where the gnome was living. It's a filthy little hovel. It's disgusting. We find another chest with some assorted various goodies. And then we find the source of the magic in the maze. A giant pool of, pure magic. Because, the maze was built on, ley lines. So, this pool, it, just radiates magic. And is actually... It wasn't just the Minotaur that was turning people to stone with his hammer. It was also the pool, because it turns out the pool, basically you don't age, and you're cured if you step in it. But what happens is, well, not if you step in it, but if you sleep within the area of it. But what happens is, as the years go on and you rely more and more on the pool, your body starts turning to stone. And that's what happened because there's like a lot of stone statues around the pool, and those ones were turned to stone by the pool. But what happened though is one of the statues was kind of alive because it attacked Abby, and we're fighting it, and Dixie fucking sticks his rapier into the pool, like maybe like this will short out the magic and kill the statue. It didn't. Instead, what it did is it sent a gigantic burst of electricity throughout the entire fucking maze, which hit everything. So it did hit the statue, but it hit everybody else. So I'm having enough of this shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking, yeah, I'm gonna bull rush the fucking statue into the fucking pool. Which I did, and the statue falls into the pool and gets obliterated. And that's where we ended it. So, it's a pretty good game. Pretty good game. Like, a lot of things caught me off by surprise. Like, I really did think there was going to be a magical user in this maze. I mean, there probably technically was a magic user at one point. This is like a font of pure magic. I think the fucking elves will probably appreciate this. If we go back to them and we're like, hey, there's this fucking, thing of pure magical energy. You might want to do something with it. That's going to have to wait for another game. Fuck with me, I will burn you to the goddamn ground. So, after those shenanigans, we decide to go investigate the ruins near... Not the ruins, actually, but the hedge mage. Because we kind of, plotted it out. Hey, everybody. Let's keep fucking doing this while I'm on a roll. So, Chronicles of fucking Teir, CJ's game. So, we start out in the elf village, and there's some shenanigans. Apparently, someone has been sending Johns up to Abby's character's room and saying she's in the customer service industry. And apparently that person is a big half-orc. Me. Now, the problem with this is I'm sincerely trying to play a good character in this game. And Tango is not making that easy. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Because this makes me fight to stay good. Because, if I was evil, hell, if I was neutral, I would be like, okay, shit's on. But no, I'm good. So I didn't do it. And, that was the end of it. Abby went... questioned Tango and intimidated him. Even though he successfully lied to her, but she was like, she basically intimidated everybody, I guess, in the fucking place. She was like, don't